Welcome back, YouTube. This is Zach from Zach Vlogs, and we're here today to discuss version 3, the third version of the speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights 30 in Orlando. This map, they did... if this is the Halloween Horror Nights event this year, this is going to be the best, honestly, I think. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it, okay? So, I have the map here on my phone, so I'm going to be glancing over at that. So we have a couple locations moved around a little bit based off where they said they were in the last speculation map. So locations have moved, which can be a key thing here because where the location of the house is can honestly change whether it goes from a good house to a bad house or a bad house to a good house based on just the location alone because of the difference between the sound stages and the tent houses. So, first off, we have a slight move with Universal Monsters The Brides. Now, that's the name now. Now, in the V2, it said Music by Billie Eilish. That's no longer with this house. So, now it is Universal Monsters The Brides again. And it's brides, plural. So, I think we're back to it being multiple brides and not just the Bride of Frankenstein. We could have other brides as well. So we'll see. We still don't know much information on it, but that's a good speculation there from me. Now here is the house I am more excited for, I think, than anything else on this list. Well, okay, two houses I'm really excited for on this list, but this one. We have a new IP, so that secret IP from the version 2 I was talking about, well, we finally have a named one, and this seems like this is what everyone's talking about, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow. So, this is a big IP for them to bring back to HHN. They've done Texas Chainsaw Massacre before, but it was in a tent house, and that was about 3 years ago? I think that was my second year going to the event that they did this. And it was all the way in one of the tent houses at the back of the park. So they couldn't do much with facade or building inside of the tent because of the size. So I think now that this house, they have the location in a studio, one of the studio buildings, this could be an insane house. You're going to have the chainsaws echoing. This is going to be a major house right here. And I cannot wait for this. So, in the third one, we still have Bedtime Stories. That's still on the list, which is making me seem that that's probably the name of the house for sure, because they haven't changed that name whatsoever from the beginning. So, that one's still the same. Now, here's the other big one. Whew! This is going to be insane. It is Horror Nights Icons. Wow. So, for those who don't know, Halloween Horror Nights, and since it started, has had icons at most of their events. At least in the beginning, they used to have them at a lot of them. They've kind of gone away from the icons a little bit, and only brought them in a few every other year, or like the major years, 20, 25, and such. So, some of the icons, well, the only two icons that have been at events since I've been going are Jack at 25, which was the first year I went to Horror Nights. And then they did Chance at 26. Or sorry, was she at 26? Or was it 20? I think it was 26 or 27. Sorry, one of the two. She had her own event. So Jack and Chance are the only two that I've had since I've been going to Horror Nights. But back in the day, they have the Storyteller, the Caretaker, multiple different, the Usher. So there's multiple icons from back in the day at Halloween Horror Nights that would be piled into this one house. That is going to be insane. This is going to be the longest waited house on this list every night of the event for sure. And this is an original. This is not an IP house because it's made by Universal Creative, their own icons that they've had at their events. So this is going to be bigger, I think, than most of the IPs on this list. Wait time wise at the nights of the event. So stay tuned for that if this is one of the houses that they go with. Then we have Anniversary House. So that's just the name that they put on here. That's not going to be the name of the house. I'm sure but it's going to be an anniversary house because this is the 30th year. So that could be like they were saying Legendary Truth, Cary, Ohio, and then they went to Legendary Truth. I think they've gone to just name it as an anniversary house where they will have stuff from previous Halloween Horror Nights there, but not the icons because they're going to have their own house. So, then we have Pumpkin Original still on the list. I'm super excited for this, and what I've heard is it could possibly be like Scarecrow, but pumpkins. And Scarecrow the Reaping, that was at Horror Nights 27. That was the best house I think I've had since I've been going to Horror Nights. The scariest, the best, the one I would go through 5 times in a row. So, if they do a house like that, but pumpkins, it's going to be just as good, I think. So, or if not better. Then we have Mannequin Theater. Now, this has the opportunity to be a super scary house. Because mannequins are already scary. Imagine having a lot of them in each room and not knowing which one's a mannequin and which one's a real person. Now that is where this house is going to be scary. So then, moving on, we still have The Haunting of Hill House. Now this is in the location where Seeds of Extinction and Universal Monsters were for the last 2 years. So that's a pretty good location. I think they'll be able to do a lot with this house in that location. Those 2 houses the previous years have been the best, or a couple of the best in that year. So I think that's a good location for this house. Then we have Beetlejuice, still on the list, but moved the location. It was in the studio buildings. Now it's over in one of the other parade buildings in the back. And then the last house, we are back to Billie Eilish as her own house. So, I don't know how I feel about it, but these other 9 houses for sure will make this event. So there you have it. That is the 10 houses that are predicted for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. And oh wait, I forgot something on here. So we have, also, they still are saying Academy of Villains as a show, and the Lagoon show. So those 2 are still predicted to happen. And then we have our first scare zone, which is Creepshow. Now, this is listed in the location where the Chucky scare zone was, and then they did also last year, I can't remember the name of the scare zone that was there. I'm drawing a blank right now, but there was the scare zone there last year, which was better than the Chucky scare zone. It was, Vanity Ball. Sorry, it just came to me. Vanity Ball was there last year. That was a lot of fans' favorites for the scare zone. I honestly didn't care for that one as much. I actually liked Zombieland better than I liked Vanity Ball. But Vanity Ball was in this location last year. So Creepshow is predicted to be a scare zone in this location. Now, from what I know, I don't know much about Creepshow at all. But I heard that Hollywood did a Creepshow house, I believe, last year. So I'd have to go watch a video to see like what that house was like and see how they could do that into a scare zone instead. But it's exciting to see we have our first scare zone on the list out of 5 total. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, out of 5 total scare zones, we have at least one that's predicted. So that's pretty nice. But with that being said, that covers Speculation Map 3. Now, I'm sorry the videos have been long awaited and haven't been out as soon as the speculation maps have come out. At least for version 2, that took a while for me to film that and get that video out. But now we're caught up, and any news that comes out now regarding Halloween Horror Nights 30, as soon as it comes out, I will try to film the video that day and get it out as soon as possible. That way you guys are staying up to date. So with that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for sure. As I said in the last video, I'd love to hit 50 subscribers by the time Halloween Horror Nights starts in September. That would be great. That's a goal I'm shooting for. We're currently at 8 subscribers at the moment, so if we can get us to 50 by then I see that as a success, and it's going to make me want to keep doing these videos for you guys, and theme park videos in general. So, Thank you guys for watching. This has been Zach from Zach Vlogs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.